Why, hello everybody, welcome. My name is Rubydung. Welcome to today's episode. That tree just popped up right in front of me. As you can see, I am right here in the tree farm. That is because I was gathering quite a bit of resources for today's episode. I hope everyone enjoyed the last episode. It was a bit interesting. Mojang decided to put out little April Fool's patch. And since I covered like the one that happened last year, I was like, why not cover the one that happened this year? Well, not last year. I think it was 2 years ago. The Steve Co stuff happened. So, I guess it was only But it's kind of odd they didn't do one last year, but they decided to do one for the other 2 years. Anyways, I hope you guys got a chance to enjoy that. I just kind of wanted to put that episode out there because I thought it'd be a fun little thing. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. But either way, I have a couple of things that I'm wanting to do around the base here. Number one, I wanted to get a whole bunch of wood farmed up, in which case I am going to be using that to finish up a couple of very important things around the base here. As I travel down here, you're going to pretty quickly notice what I'm really needing to finish here. Number one is this. I do not have... not even windows on this bridge here. I'm missing a lot of the wood and the ceiling, so my first goal is to finish up this bridge. Then same goes for this bridge. Then same goes for this little sheep area thing. So to continue expanding out around the side here, completely enclose the cow farm here. Then probably also replace the sheep here. That's probably another thing I'm wanting to do. I'm kind of basically wanting to finish up this whole area, approximately. I'm not going to have the bricks to do it, but the least they can do is use the wood to finish it. I don't think I'll finish up this bridge, but in the event I do, then I do. But I don't think I will. I will at least try to get myself a border on it by today's episode. But my goal is to finish up the bridges and the actual surroundings of the cow-sheep farm area over here. And also breed up a couple of cows while I'm working here. And also fix the sheep error that happened, because I have no clue what happened to these guys, so just kind of odded out by it, so might as well fix it. Because that's been bothering me for a couple episodes. I talked about how I was going to fix that a few episodes ago, and I just haven't bothered doing it, so probably going to wind up doing that today's episode. So, I should get all my wood, and I will begin designing up the first tunnel, and I'll be back with you guys with a little bit of a progress update on what I'm thinking for the actual bridge there. So, I am going to go and build that, and I'll be right back with you guys in a second. Alright, I've gone through and have built up the tunnel leading all the way into the Pigman Farm intersection area. I've also decided to move the chest over, so that way it's not hanging down as low. So we have a 3-block clearage here, which I really like, so that is a nice little add here. I've also done a little bit of work on the area over here. I did some breeding of the cows. I also put a stopper in here, so that way none of the baby cows will flow into the system quite yet. Once I feel like there's a good buildup of the cows, I can put in a half slab here, break this, let the cows flow out, then remove the half slab and put in the glass block. So that is my current strategy for this. I also could just leave a half slab in there permanently, but that wouldn't look as nice, so that's just my current strategy of what I am going to be doing here. So, just a little heads up on that. Also, I decided to do the full roof of... that's not how I get up here. I get up here this way. I also decided to do the full roof for the bridge here, so I put in all the bricks for that. I've run quite low on bricks already, so every time I build one of these roofs, I always get reminded, one, that bricks are super expensive and non-renewable, so every time I build one of these roofs, I'm just like, oh boy, why did I have to make all my roofs out of brick? Curse me back in, I think it was like the episode 30 range, where I decided to make brick roofs, so dang it me, wasting so much valuable resources on that. The only real thing I need to do for this now is put in there, and also put in the bookshelves for this area. So that is nice and good for this. Now what I want to do is begin working on not only this bridge, but also the full room interior of this area. In which case, what I also want to do is I'll be doing something a little weird here. I want to remove each of the slabs from this area. In which case, this might be a little odd, but go with me on this. Oh, actually, no, I can't do it like that. I just now realized something. But I'm also wanting to breed up the sheep while I'm here, since I am already doing all this. So I'm going to try to develop a little quick mini system where I can just break these blocks, breed up these 2 sheep 3 different times, and then just section off the babies. So actually, all I really have to do is let's redo this again, and put that here. Put this, where'd it go? Put this here, and put this here, and then finally put this here. All I have to do now is break that, and do that, and quickly bar that up, and there we go. Breed those 2 together. Do that 3 times. This baby sheep's probably going to wind up escaping, but I can try to minimize the escape odds like that. Actually, that's not even the best way to do it, but that's the temporary solution. In which case, once I have 3 baby sheep, that'll be nice and good, and that farm will be fixed. I just have to move all the slabs back around. So that is my current plan there. Alright, second corridor nice and built up. Got the ceiling and got each of the windows put in. Still missing just the bookshelves here. The only real thing that is left on them is the little brim here. So now that is nice and finished. Baby sheeps have been escaping as I've been breeding these guys up. They're almost done. I just need to get 1 more in there, so that's nice. But now it is time for the big one, which is going to be the actual design of this room, which is going to be a bit bigger. This is about how tall I'm planning currently for the actual building to go. It's about that tall, maybe like half a block taller. But I'm thinking about that height. Also maybe a little bit taller. I'm not quite settled on a height yet, but at minimum that height I'm thinking. So then it would go the full way around, in which case what would have to happen next is, I'm going to want to do this as well. So go the full way around this whole thing, surrounding this cow farm here, and put in each of the walls that will be used for this area. Build up this whole thing, so the height of all of it, literally this whole entire room, and it would be that approximate height. That approximate height, to be exact. I can't just say that and pretend like it makes sense. Also, I want to move these slabs here finally. Not like that, like that. Boom. And like that to be like that. So now we have a little bit of a dip in, so now it is consistent. So walk through here, and then it spreads out into here. Probably want to put 1 more about here or so, but that doesn't really matter. But either way, now what I need to do is go along this entire place and put up each of these walls. So I am going to go ahead and begin building up the walls here, and I'll be back with you guys with that all built up. Alright, I have finished up, well, not completely finished, but most of the way done on the actual building itself. So this is the complete exterior done on it. I can try to go over here to look through one of the windows. So that way you can see I do indeed have the full exterior done of the little module building. It's a bit harder to see, but that should be, like, once again, this base isn't designed for you to be viewing it from the exterior solely. Actually, there is a good way to show this off. A good exterior shot. But now what I want to do is I am wanting to go through here and put in pillars for the actual base now. So this has a little bit of a missing amount of design, in which case what I'm doing is going through here and putting in little pillars. This will break up the back wall here particularly. I'm probably going to put in a handful here on the actual sides as well, but I'm primarily wanting to do this for the back wall here because the back wall kind of needs it. So just going through and putting in each of these one by one. By the way, in case you're curious why I'm doing it like that, is to prevent the sheep from escaping. So I have reasons behind my madness. And put that in there and break that up. Alright, and I'm just putting these pillars in, and then I just want to put these last two in real quick so I can see what this is going to look like on camera, at least, because I'm hoping this will look fine, but you never know. And right here, and break that, and far wall over here. Also I can probably get a good exterior shot before I just jump away from all that. There we go, like that. And here we are. So this is probably going to be how the interior looks. I'm probably going to be putting them through here as well. But I think that looks good here. Probably also, let's go over here and put in pillars on this section of the base as well. In which case, I think I can still, yep, alright. And one last one right here. That I'll at least be doing on camera. Jump down here and put that in. I scared myself there a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so this is probably going to just be copying it for there, and also the corners here. So I think that is pretty good right there. Now, also what I want to do as well is quickly go all the way back here and go all the way past the little pillar here, all the way over to where the rail is. And if I go on the rail, I can give you guys a good view of what it looks like through an exterior, in which case I have to go a little ways out here, but that is what it's looking like. Apparently there's a sheep over there. I don't know how we got there, but that is what the little module is looking like, in which case I feel it suits quite well to the base. This base has a very interesting shape to it now that I'm doing a general look over of it, but yeah, this is, I don't know why, but now I'm getting like a real big scale of the base when standing out this far, because hoo-wee, the sheer amount of wood I use on this, if there was a fire, I would be so not in a good shape. I just now realized that. Oh, that terrifies me. Luckily, fire spread isn't that bad. As we saw by last episode, I kind of burnt down the storage system, but luckily that was just a backup. Hence why I still have all my torches here. But yeah, that's going to be what the little sheep farm module and cow farm as well module will look like, in which case I don't have any plans of extending that, so that is where that's approximately going to be stopping. Theoretically, I can have that continue off all the way there, but I'm more wanting to not be doing too much off in that expanding off in this direction. I can if I want in the future, for example. I did make it possible, but it's not my goal with that area over there, so that's not going to be what I'm prioritizing. But anyways, guys, that's probably going to be doing it for today's episode. Got quite a bit of work done here on all of the little farming sections and the actual tunnels, because I was running around those tunnels quite often, and they were just incomplete, just open to the elements. Not really, there was still a massive pigment farm above them, but I'm going to pretend like they were more exposed than they actually were. Technically, I think those sheep were struck by lightning, I believe, so now they're nice and protected, so that won't happen again, so that's a good thing to imagine, but now I have all of that done, and I also think it looks pretty nice, so that's a good little thing there. But I need a lot more wood. Every time I build a new thing in the base, I use up almost all the wood I farm in between episodes, so I need to farm even more wood for the next episode to make sure I don't use up as much, and then I inevitably use up all of it, so I wind up having to farm even more because I'm like, oh, I need to get even more wood. So, ooh, I need to, man, farming wood in this series. The entirety of my base is made out of wood, so I need to get even more of it to make sure I can keep a theme. So, and it's also all oak wood, so it's not even that easy to farm. Luckily, I have a really good tree farm that I made forever ago, so that's at least the positives. But that's just more me just rambling at that point, so you don't even really need to hear that part. So that's probably going to wind up being it for today's episode. If you guys have any ideas for things you want to see in the series, of things you want to see me work on, I've seen a handful of ideas float around, so probably going to work on at least a few of those in between episodes, just kind of coming up with logistics on how to do a few of them. So, but either way, guys, that's probably going to be doing it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's going to be it. See you guys in the next one. So long, and see ya. Bye!